The toilets are here!
Alien toilet monsters! The toilets are here. Welcome back to the basement.
I'm just drinking coffee. What? I'm goofy today.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the basement. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. Today we have an Alien Toilet Monsters haul. From the moment I heard about Alien Toilet Monsters, I said, I have to know what this is.
Yeah.
And
Come on.
It is a comic by Zara and Eric Barnett, and it is amazing.
Yeah, it's called Alien Toilet Monsters. You know, I've said
Toilet Monsters.
I've brought this up on the channel before because it's called Alien Toilet Monsters. So
how can you not want to know what that is?
It's a title that instantly piques my interest and catches my attention because it's called Alien Toilet Monsters. So yeah, I had heard about this a while ago, and then of course we got more interest in the comic talking to our buddy Derek, the Border Geek.
Yes.
And he sent us the Nerd Block, or Comic Block, I guess.
Comic Block.
But Nerd Block Society at the time, when Nerd Block was still going. There was a Comic Block exclusive cover. And we just went and we just picked up the actual, like, store release.
Official release.
This is, like, the more R-rated, like, adult-rated comic.
So this is the official release cover A, with the Zara character sitting on Flood.
That's just too cool, that toilet.
That's an awesome name. I love this cover so much. The artwork is so beautiful, and this is the official cover A. This is the Nerd Block one that Derek sent us, but I wanted to show it to you guys as well because it is technically cover B.
Yeah.
The official cover B looks almost identical to this.
It just doesn't have the Comic Block logo up in the corner, I believe.
And there's one little change, so it's got all these little Zara characters jumping all over the place and doing all kinds of things. In the corner here, she's talking on her phone and ordering a pizza. I said no pineapple. So on the official cover B release, it's actually a kind of, it could be a raunchy joke.
Yeah.
So it's a Gremlins joke. She's saying, I told them not to get me wet after midnight. So that's the little difference in the cover.
This is an R-rated channel now. Well, why not? YouTube keeps hitting our ads anyway.
Yeah, and speaking of R-rated and all that kind of stuff, there are a few differences I wanted to let you guys know. If you have this Nerd Block comic, there are changes that were made for the official release. The main one is that they toned down the language.
Yeah, that one's like a real PG.
Yeah, they got rid of most of the profanity and whatnot. Yeah. So this one has the official.
This one is.
It's loaded with profanity.
It's flat out, balls to the wall. Anything goes. This one.
And there are a few differences as well in a little bit of the artwork that was updated in some of the later pages. And if you actually go page by page, you will see near the end. There are a few extra pages in the official release, so they added just a little bit of extra stuff. Want
to see me kind of drive a few people nuts right now? I actually don't mind pineapple on pizza. It's just a thing. Some people, it's just, if you put pineapple on pizza, you're the devil. I actually don't mind a good Hawaiian pizza. I can eat it because I like pineapple. I don't usually put it on pizza. I don't even get veggies on pizza. It's all bacon, hamburger, pepperoni, any kind of meat and fatty cheese. But I don't mind pineapple on pizza. Anyway, back to the comic. That's a side note about my life.
So, more or less, those are the two official cover releases.
Okay.
The artwork in this comic is absolutely gorgeous.
So let me slide this comic out now so we can just show you guys a few pages here.
So all the artwork is by Eric, and oh my god, he is such an amazing artist. This stuff is beautiful. There is a ton of detail. The color is amazing. I love.
There's Carol.
Yeah, there you go. That's an important page.
Yep.
So it's absolutely stupendous. The lettering is perfect. It looks amazingly professional, and I wanted to point out here, in relation to it looking so professional, this is actually an independent comic.
Yeah, they do everything themselves.
And mad respect for Carol and Eric for this, because I know personally myself from personal experience, being an indie anything is extremely difficult. There is so much work to it, and they are doing an amazing job promoting this comic and getting it out there.
Look at it.
It's friggin' amazing. I absolutely love it.
So let's get on to the story now, because we've been talking for a while and we haven't mentioned the story yet, okay? So let's go on to the story a bit. What did you think of it? It's basically a setup. The first comic is basically a setup for explaining what's going to happen, like how things are going to happen in the future. It basically talks about multiverse theory.
Yeah.
So
don't want to ruin too much, because I want you guys to actually get it and read it for yourself, but it's in a universe where the multiverse has been discovered, and you can travel between them, and different multiverses have different creatures, like the one Jason just showed you a moment ago. It introduces some really interesting characters. There's one character who's like a mega fan, and she's obsessed. She doesn't like Carol Zara.
That was the next thing I was going to get into too. Is that character in particular? There's a couple pages in there where she jacks into basically her futuristic
like a virtual reality.
Yeah. It's like a futuristic virtual reality version of the internet, and they take the page and they just overload it. Like, they swarm you with, like, the page just looks like, holy wow, like there's so much on this page. And I thought that was a good way to do it, because it made me think of, like, you know, when you go on the internet and you get overwhelmed with all the stuff that's thrown at you, like the Google ads and everything, and it's all pushed in your face constantly nowadays. And that it did. I thought the way that he drew it, so overwhelming, really captured how technology, all the advertisers are constantly pushing stuff in our face constantly, right? And you can't avoid it. And I can see it only getting worse and more cluttered as time goes on, right? So I thought that was a good way to do it.
Yeah, that was a really realistic idea of the future. And there's lots of cool little things in there. You might not notice right away, but if you look really close at all the drawings, there's one character who has like these glowing holographic earrings, and they're in a bar, and there's holograms playing in the background.
Most of it takes place in the bar in the first.
Yeah,
so.
It's just a very interesting. It builds a very interesting world, and I like desperately now want to know what is going to happen further into this story. And we have some swag as well, because Carol and Eric have been creating some awesome little items to help promote the comic. So
if you want to check any of these things out in the comic itself, go check out alientoiletmonsters.com. They have it up there, and check your local comic shops, because they've been showing up in local comic shops now. We found one of these in Sydney. Yep. I'm not sure if a lot of places in Canada have them yet. But I know a lot of local comic shops in the States have them in now. So definitely go check your local shop.
And ask your local shop about it.
Yeah, definitely ask them about it.
They will contact Carol and look into getting it.
If they don't have it, tell them to get it in. So, because it's pretty cool. So
we have some awesome patches. And they are huge
They
patches.
are really big.
They are, and they're so well done. Look at these guys. These are super
cool.
detailed and super cool. We have Flood, who is the big teethed. He's all cracked.
He's super cool.
Flood is probably my favorite. And we also have Dribble, who has the big, huge tongues hanging out, and he's got eyeballs all sticking out at the top of the toilet.
It's so weird. So peculiar.
Super, super cool and
weird
so well done.
Weird stuff is right up my alley.
I love them to death. And we also have...
We got Dribble as a pin, and you know how much I'm loving the pins lately.
And oh my god, it is so well done.
And it's got a wicked backing card, too, with the shiny Alien Toilet Monsters thing. Yeah. Nice plain black, but the Dribble pin, look at that. You know what he reminds me of? He kind of makes me think of, like, the old, like, Day of the Tentacle, like, Maniac Mansion type stuff. It's really cool. I love the tentacle tongues coming out and all the eyes.
Yeah, the tongues are awesome. He's got multiple tongues.
Very cool enamel pin. And if you're an enamel pin fan, definitely go check out the enamel pins, because those are really, really cool.
Definitely. And they also have a Flood enamel pin, and he's all in gold. I really, really want that one. It's really cool. So these are all available on AlienToiletMonsters.com. The comic you cannot buy on their website just yet, but they do have a website where you can buy it, so I will link that in the description box below as well. So that was our little Alien Toilet Monsters haul.
Yep.
Couple of questions. Which cover do you like better?
I like the actual official cover.
I'm gonna have to go with that one as well. I really like this one too, but I like the official cover. It's got beautiful artwork.
I do. I like the cover, but it's busy for me, where I'm more of like a sleek. I like things not simple, but more centered.
Less busy.
Yeah, less busy, like my shirts and stuff. I like my shirts less busy and stuff, and I just like the colors and design of it.
So we wanted to showcase this today because we are huge supporters of this indie comic and just big supporters of anything that is fun and new and different and oddball.
Anything strange and oddball is kind of right up my alley, so...
It's totally awesome. Let us know what you guys think of the comic, if you picked it up for yourself, which cover is your favorite, which toilet is your favorite, have you picked up any of these items? Let us know in the comments section below. Check it out at your local comic shop or ask them about it if you can't find it. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracey's Basement, Jason from TV on Twitter, and of course, as always, guys, keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. Bye!